Hello, everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. Friends, today we have Vishnu with us, and he completed his Infosys interview today. That means 3rd of September 2021. And today he is here, and he is going to help all of us basically. So he will be telling about like how was his interview and how he did, what all questions were asked. So, Vishnu, welcome to the Online Study for You platform,
Thank you, sir.
and the platform is totally yours. So we wanted to know about your interview experiences so that the student who is going to attend the interview later, like mechanical, civil, electrical, and other branches student, so it will be helpful for them. And you being a CSS student, so for you guys, the interview has been conducted recently. Yeah. So the floor is yours.
Okay, sir. First of all, thank you for inviting me to share the experience. So it may help so many students who are willing to join Infosys or any other agencies. So my interview was on yesterday, that is on 3rd September at 5 p.m. to 5:19 p.m. So
Okay.
it was on a WebEx platform, sir. So
Mhm.
I would like to tell you that if students should join at least 10 minutes before this meeting. Before, in my case, it happened that when I join, I'm not able to join. Actually, when I started joining at 4:40 p.m., I'm not able to join. My WebEx was not working. So I had to again reinstall the WebEx, and then only
Okay.
I get into the meeting. So it will take some time. So if any student who are going to the meeting link at the correct exact time, it may create some chavos to him or her. So I request all of you to please be ready at least 10 minutes before the interview. So he admitted me at 5 p.m., sir. And after when I get admitted, he asked me to show my ID proof. Then I showed him my ID proof. Then after that, he told me that Vishnu, please wait for 1 minute. I will come back. And he started turn off his video and he goes somewhere I don't know. And after 1 minute, he came back and he asked me to tell me about yourself in a describe in a brief way.
Mhm.
So it not be too long. So I describe myself in a very brief and short way. And after that, he asked me my project because in my introduction part I have described about my project. There's a title.
Mhm.
So he introduced and he told me that you have to explain about your project work. So I
Mhm.
just mentioned about the project work. Thank God he does not have many questions for my project. I actually have expected so many Herculean questions from this project work, but he didn't ask me any questions. After that, he asked me, so Vishnu, in resume, you have mentioned that you know C, Java, and Python. So which language you're more comfortable with? I told him that I'm more comfortable in C language, sir.
Mhm.
Then after that, he told me, okay, what's the difference between local variables and global variables?
Mhm.
So I gave an answer to that question. Then after that, he asked me about the OOPS concept. So that was the very simple question. For every interview, at least one question will be based on OOPS. So I request everyone to please go through OOPS concept very, very carefully. And it will be easy as well also. So I give my oops concept. Just they need only the concept. There is no need to explain the concept. I just mention the terms like encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance. I just mention the terms. Then
Mhm.
after that, he asked me what is polymorphism.
Mhm.
So I told him what is polymorphism with a real world example. In your video, actually, you told me that you have to always give an example, a real world example to each question. Pradiksa told
Yes.
me in one video. So I actually followed that. And so that's why I given real world example to him. And he actually told me that was nice example. And after that, he told me about RDMS and DBMS differences. He
Mhm.
asked me this question because actually while giving my introduction part, actually provoked him because in my introduction I had told him that I know C language very well. I know OOPS concept, SQL and data structures. I already provoke him in my introduction part. So I
Mhm.
expected that he will ask me from that questions or that topics. So
Great.
same like that, he asked me only from that topic. So it was really easy for me. And he asked me what's the difference between DBMS and RDMS? So I gave my answer.
Mhm.
Then after that, he asked me, yeah, that's all the questions that he asked me from the technical sides. Then
Mhm.
after that, he asked me, what are the latest trends or technologies you know?
Mhm.
So I told him that I know machine learning and AWS. So he
Okay.
asked me, what is AWS? So I
Okay.
told him Amazon Web Services. So he
Mhm.
asked me to describe more. So I give an explanation with a real world example also.
Mhm.
And after that, he asked me what is machine learning. Then I gave an answer for that. And he asked me what are the advantage of machine learning. So
Mhm.
I gave my answer for that. And after that, he asked me, why do you want to join Infosys? So the same cliche question,
Yes, yes.
and I gave the same cliche answer that work life and personal life will be balanced and it's a great company to work with. And so I gave him that answer.
Mhm,
Then that after that he asked me, "Do you have any questions?"
mhm,
Or before that he asked me one more question. That was which field you are more inclined to work with. He asked me. He told me some software development field and some other terms. Actually, I don't know what are the other terms. I only know software development field. So I
mhm,
told him that I software development field I'm more inclined to work with. Then after that only he asked me what are the do you have any questions
mhm.
to me. So I request everyone to have at least two questions because it will be more appealing to the interviewers. If you do
Mm,
not ask any questions, it will they may not feel attracted or
true,
they may feel like you're not you don't want to join Infosys passionately. So I
true.
request everyone to at least have one or two questions. So that's all, and it actually ended at 5:13 p.m. Actually, my interview slot was at 5 up to 5:19 p.m. But my
Mhm.
interview gets over in at 5:13 p.m. Sir.
Okay,
So
so
that's all it went.
okay, I'm interested to know like what question did you ask from the interviewer?
What will be the work from home? How the Infosys is now having the work from home? Whether employees are satisfied? They have any argues to the work? That's that question I have answered. Sorry, I have
Okay,
asked.
okay, great. So I see like whatever questions we have covered in the previous videos, like most of
Yes.
the videos like we have made for the interview or the interview experiences. So whatever you told, these are the basic questions like we should be prepared for, like local and global variable. In one of the videos, even I have explained it. So
Yeah.
it was asked
Yes,
last
sir.
year.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then the OOPS concept is very much common, and also
Yeah.
like RDBMS and DBMS. So these are the also
Mm.
things like which will be definitely, if we have mentioned that, then definitely they will be asking
Yes.
questions from that. So I
Yeah.
could see like your interview was very good, because you have
Yeah.
answered almost all the questions, and
Yes, sir.
so that says your interview was good. And even he asked you like which technology you were more inclined. I mean, where do you want to work in that
Yeah.
kind of technology? So that is also one the good or the positive point. So you
Mhm.
will be selected. But before that,
Thank
I have
you.
one more question, because I know you are
Yes.
selected in the other companies as well. So can you
Yeah.
please let us know like which all companies you are selected?
Sure, sir. I was selected in Cognizant, Wipro, and Atos Global.
Okay, great, great, great. So so, and definitely, I am very much sure that you are also going to get selected in Infosys. So this interview experiences is going to help many of them, because the list of the questions whatever you have told, the trending technologies, if you are telling ML and AWS or anything IoT, so you should know like what is it and how it is changing or how it is impacting the real life of the people. So see, only the definition will never help you. Definition means your bookworms or somewhere from the book or from the Google, you have got it, but everything you have related with the real world example, that is what I suggest everyone. See, because I'm also part of many interview panel, and I have conducted the interviews across. So we always try to hear something interesting from the student. See, if I ask you what is machine learning, you say, sir, this is machine learning, just a Google answer. I'll not be very much interested because it is available on the Google. But you give some example like how it is changing the life of the people, how it is making the things easier, then definitely the any interviewer will be impressed and happy with that. So
Yes, sir.
thank you, Bisnu, for coming to our
Thank
platform
you,
and
sir.
sharing the interview before you got selected. So that really means a lot, because most of the people they feel shy or they are afraid. But you are also selected in 3 companies. So whatever you have told, like join 10 minutes before and other things, is totally agree with you. Because you might face a problem and then they will tell you, we will schedule your interview, and then it will go for months and months. So that will be really a problem for everyone. So thank you once again. And yeah,
Thank you,
definitely,
sir.
I would like to have you once you get the selection mail from the Infosys, and we will also be conducting interview for whichever companies you have selected. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.